don't come to Australia. Sometimes it's like it's staring in the face of fuckwitness. Hey, oh, how's it going? So, that was probably pretty loud for you, and I don't care. So, because I don't actually have a proper studio set up or anything like that, I'm actually living at Mum's house while my house builds, which is great. That also kind of, whatever the opposite of pride is, it's taking away my pride. Yeah, nah, it's alright, it's not too bad. But honestly, like, yeah, what I'll be actually talking about is just random shit. Yeah, that's basically it. So originally I was just gonna well, not originally, I am going to just talk about random crap, have a bit of a conversation, have a bit of a open vlog, if you must think of it like that. I've been watching videos around, and I've been trying to, not trying to, but I've been playing some games and uploading some games, and then I'm enjoying games, but I feel like I don't want to just be a gamer with YouTube. I want to actually be able to talk to people. I've got a job at the moment, well, hopefully forever, but I've got a job where I actually enjoy it. I'm conversing with people. For those who don't know, which is probably everyone, I'm actually a real estate agent. I won't disclose where it is, but I mean, you'll probably figure it out anyway. But I'm really enjoying that. I speak to people every day, and before you go any further, if you're about to choose me as a real estate agent, know that this is just my fun side, and then I am very professional. Okay, trust me. Anyway, hopefully you don't come across it. If you do, it's not a big deal, to be honest, but it just, you might get off-sided. So if you do, well, yeah, oh well, who cares? But so yeah, I'll just be talking about random things. What I will talk about is I've actually been watching a lot of dank memes at the moment, so I don't know if you know what they are, but they'll rot your brain if you watch enough of them. So yeah, go ahead, do that. I literally walked away from one with a headache after it, just because, well, if you've ever seen any of them, what the fuck is going on here? If you've ever seen any of them, they're just not the best. No, some are funny, some are not. Some are just like, what the fuck? You've got to actually be able to look, like, watching on YouTube constantly, otherwise you don't know who it's talking about. My favourite ones are from iDubbbz. So these ones especially, which I quote, is I'm gay.
I'm gay.
I have osteoporosis.
I have osteoporosis.
And I have crippling depression.
I have crippling depression.
That's not the best one to crack out, but it's great. I mean, laughter is great. Some people comment saying that you shouldn't always be positive, but if you have a positive mindset, then you'll actually start to be more positive. It's not like you go to a funeral or something and you're just like, hey, this is great, at least we get to eat food afterwards. What's going on? Anyway, and then it's like, it's not like that. You will have sad times in your life. It's not always going to be fun, but who cares, in the sense that, you have ups, you have your downs. Just don't focus on your downs. Just focus on something hilarious. It may be the most derogatory or shameful thing. You may not want to talk about it in public or around any of your relatives, but whatever you laugh at, it's your thing, and just, yeah, enjoy laughing at it. You'll probably find out as we go what I find hilarious, and some of it is really dry humour, so stick along with that if you really want to, and we can do random shit like that. But what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm just going to jump on here. Not literally, but I mean, that's probably a given. So, I haven't subscribed to this guy yet, but I'm going to. He's an alright bloke, but yeah, don't worry about that. So I'm trying to get an idea of when's the best time to upload videos. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care if it gets a lot of views. I don't care if it's like one person that replies, but or none. If anything, like I said, I see YouTube as a big memory bank, and that's what I enjoy. So what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm just going to look up random topics, and we can just discuss to myself. So random questions, conversation topic generator. What is the worst job you've ever had? I'm glad you asked. So, what the fuck is going on out there? Anyway, so the worst job I've ever had is actually working in an exhaust shop. So I did that for 6 months. As soon as I finished school, I could have gone and studied, but the thing is I actually was doing quite well in school. I just hated studying. I started doing accounting because I'm good with numbers, but that got boring almost immediately, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just go full time into a job, which I did as soon as I got out of school, and then from there I am where I am, doing real estate. And I actually really enjoy real estate. But back to where I was. So the job was fitting exhaust to the car. So you know the thing that goes down the street and it causes you immediate anger from the loudness? That's an exhaust. So usually it's because they've made it loud, and police can actually pick you up for that. Not that that's a big deal for some people, but it's fucking annoying. Don't have loud exhausts. You're not cool. You're not helping anyone. You're not helping yourself. Everyone just wants to throw rocks at you and call you names. You don't have loud exhausts. My sister has a loud exhaust, and you know that she's coming from freaking just up the street. But still, you don't have exhausts. You can't not have exhausts, but don't have loud ones. But yeah, the job was shit. You used to walk under the hoist, which holds cars up, if you don't know what a hoist is, and you'd smack your head on the car and it would just hurt. So don't do that. Don't work in exhaust. If you are working in exhaust, that's fine, but go and become an entrepreneur, because otherwise I just was brain dead after 6 months, and I know someone that's been in it for 10 years, and I can understand why they're the way they are. Favorite candy? Ooh. I've actually been having these candies, right? So, candy's lollies. It's pretty straightforward. But what it is it's basically like German. No, it's don't know if that's a rude word. But anyway, it's like a loop, and it's got sugar on it, and it's a lolly. But yeah. Otherwise, Starburst squirts were my favourite until they disappeared off the face of the earth. I can remember when I brought the last packet of them. I actually went up to a United petrol station. You could call them gas stations in America. And yeah, I brought it, and I was just like, oh, cool, can't wait to buy some more. And then all of a sudden they were gone. I was devastated. So that's one of my favourite candies. By the way, while I'm answering these questions, feel free to chuck down in the comments, what your things are. This site actually comes up with some good shit. Your favourite type of pizza? To be honest, I've had in Australia, I don't know if it is like this anywhere else, but I imagine so. But pizzas are quite cheap now. They used to be like $17 a pizza. Now it's like $5 and you can get a pizza. May not be the best pizza, but I'm not picky with my food. Pepperoni pizza seems to be one of my favourites. Give that a go, but I find if I have too much of that, it just makes me afterwards just rethink my life and think about all the running I could have done instead of eating a pizza. And then after a day, I'll probably buy pizza again. So that's fine. Tell me what your type of pizza is. I'd love to hear. Favourite holiday? Now, I've got an answer for this straight off the bat, but cruises. If you've ever been on a cruise, you basically relax, eat, sleep, eat, drink. Drinking's fun. I haven't drunk yet on a cruise because, I've got a cruise coming up in March with my wife, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to be so excited. It's kind of sad, really, but it's like, because there's all you can eat and you can get smashed and just wander back to your room. I think that's pretty mint. I love cruises. I don't know why people don't do them more. Old people, they're on there, but they know where it's at, because, cruises, they're going somewhere. That's probably a fairly obvious point, but if you haven't gone on a cruise, you need to rethink something in your life. If you've gone on a cruise and you're seasick, that's just probably terrible. I didn't get seasick, fortunately. I'm hoping I don't this time, and I hope my wife doesn't, because that would be the end of me. Yeah. You know what? My last words. So what would my last words want to be? I think something inspirational, but I think at the end of the day, if I die knowing that I haven't, been in an argument. One thing that I hate is when you've been arguing with someone and then you go away for a day, because it's just like, if something was to happen to that person, you'd feel so bad, even though you still feel like your argument point is fucking strong. And I mean, sometimes it's like it's staring in the face of fuck witness, and you're just like, how can you think you're right now? But anyway, basically, you know, it's just making sure that the loved ones that you have, you actually have told them that. Because, you know, if they die and even if it was, you feel like you were so mad, you'd probably be ruined. And I wouldn't want that on myself or anyone. Pet peeve. Oh. Okay, one of my biggest, and I have a few. I've started with just OCD, but one of my biggest is the toothpaste. So, my lovely wife, she likes to have the lid open on toothpaste. The toothpaste top gets filled with toothpaste. It gets sticky and coagulated, and it's not fun to touch and be near. I clean it all the time. It's fucking terrible. So if you're doing this at all to anyone, shame on you. Rethink your life. Go on a cruise.
Subliminal messaging.
Most thankful for this year. Well, fortunately enough, it's only been a month. Not even that. It's only the 12th of the January.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
But it is only a short time since the start of the year, so I'm most thankful for this year. Yeah, surviving 2016. Not that it wasn't unsurvivable, or that it was anywhere close to it being unsurvivable, but every year's a milestone, I suppose. But to be honest, this year, it hasn't happened yet, but when my house builds, that would be the most thankful thing. What position do I usually sleep in? On my back. I sleep on my back. I sleep with my mouth open sometimes when I'm on my back, and if I've got a cold or something, I tend to snore. Otherwise, I may as well tell you, the reason why I sleep on my back is because I have no side. No, what it is... So, I used to actually sleep in all different types of positions. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and be back to front, upside down or something, I don't know. But, you know, you'd be looking and you're like, where the fuck am I? You'd wake up going, what the fuck? Where's the door? I remember going to one place and I was feeling around the room. I forgot that I was staying at my cousin's. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the door? Anyway, it was in a different position. But there's been a few times, you know, where... Anyway, back to the main point. Is my wife sleeps with her knees up and out to the side. So just say this is the bed. So this is the center. This is how much I have from here to here. This is my wife with her knees across the bed. It's probably the worst way to explain it. So she takes up 3/4 of the bed. It's terrible. I seem to go on tangents, but I don't give a shit. Do you prefer to take baths or showers? Now, showers are much more, a lot easier, because you just get in, wash yourself, get out. Baths, I feel like it's a lot of preparation. You've really got to be dedicated to the bath. You can't be in a rush anywhere. And then, like, it's also finding the right bath as well, because you got baths that I don't even know how they fit an infant child in them, but I'm 1.83 meters, which is about 6 foot, nearly. I'm probably being a bit generous, probably 5'9" or some shit. I don't know the full term. But anyway... Baths, they're not the best, but sometimes you're just like, fuck, I don't feel like standing up anymore. I just want to lie down and just, you know, wash myself that way. But I find baths kind of dirty, really, but oh well. My perfect day. Waking up not tired. Going to gym and having what I feel like is a successful gym session. Going to work and having a good day at work. I don't know why I'm mentioning a normal everyday. I suppose this could be any day. Perfect day. Somehow feeling fully rested, waking up at 5, going to bed really late. You know, just having the whole day to yourself and just fitting in a whole bunch of stuff into it. I think I'd really enjoy that. Now, if I knew I couldn't fail, what would I do? Acting. Now, it's not for the fame or anything. It's actually more the enjoyment of it. I used to do drama in school, and I just loved it, just coming up with random shit. I was a random person, always have been. It's a bit hard when I'm talking to you know, prospective buyers or sellers of a home, and here I am, just some fucking random person. I mean, I'm not a random person, but I'm just can be random in what I say. But yeah, no, I'd probably go for acting or full-time YouTubing. Are you a pessimist or an optimist? Well, this is embarrassing. Pessimist. Fine. A person who tends to see the worst aspect of things or believe that the worst will happen. Oh. No, I'm an optimist, which assumes the opposite. Well, I know what an optimist is. So, I'm an optimist. That is all. I think, like, it brings me back to that thinking positive. You got to think positive to be positive. If you're always negative, you're going to create this negative thought process, and it just rolls into a ball and keeps going. A bit like in the cartoons where you see like a small little snowflake and a big snowball. Never been to the snow. How do you like your eggs cooked? Depends. Sometimes I like dipping eggs, which is where there's people they call them different things, but it's like an egg. You cut the top off. It's like semi-hard boiled, but in the middle it's nice and soft, and you dip some bread in there, and you eat the bread, and it's good. It's my favourite egg. Blind or deaf? Hey, what are you doing? I'm recording. Sorry. Would you? Yeah. I think deaf. I feel like you can get around a lot more being deaf. Being blind would be a whole lot of another issue. Yeah, I think deaf's the way to go. Giver or a taker? Well, it depends in what situation. Yeah. Would you rather have to sit all day or stand all day? I'd like something with a good mix of both, Sometimes at work I'll just stand up at my desk. I usually get to go out, I usually have appointments that I go out to, so I go do them. I very rarely just like to sit still. I think I have ADHD. Would you rather be granted 3 wishes of your choice 10 years from today, or be granted 1 wish today? Probably 1 wish today. And as gay as this is going to sound, it would be happiness. Because then it doesn't matter if you're healthy, wealthy, or have a lot of money, which is wealth. Now, as long as you're happy, as long as, well, it doesn't even necessarily have to be happiness for yourself. Just, I wish for happiness, just be good. Because then no one's going to have anything wrong if they're all happy. If you could be any celebrity, who would it be? Well, one of my favourite celebrities before he passed is Robin Williams. He was great. However, I much like Steve Carell, especially after watching The Office. But, apparently Steve Carell's quite reserved in real life. So, like when you meet him, he's not really a joker. But, so I don't know, to be honest. It's a bit of a difficult one. But, yeah, probably Robin Williams or Steve Carell. Yeah. How often do you nap? Rarely. I like to go to bed late and wake up early, which makes sleeping impossible. Do I believe in an afterlife? Yes. That's quite controversial. I'm a Christian myself, but I still believe either way that there's an afterlife, no matter what people might look at it. It just seems odd that we would come and die. Well, I suppose that your father would come and you would die. But yeah. Best piece of advice you'd received? Don't give a fuck. Tom Penos. If you knew that you had only a year left to live, what would you do? Everything I wanted to do. What is your biggest fear? Buried alive. No. What did you do on your most recent birthday? Ooh. It's kind of sad. I can't even remember where I was. May. It was May. What did I do on my birthday? Nothing. Pretty sure I worked that day. No, I did. I worked. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I worked that day. I was alright. Wasn't bad at all. My first job was working at McDonald's or Macca's or however you want to pronounce it. It was good. It was good. They say that it's good pay. I mean, no, they don't. They say that it's good to start there as a career, well, not as a career, but to help you into getting a career. It's always something that's great. A lot of people in the movies actually seem to work at McDonald's. You know, it seems to be a starting point for a lot of people. And as bad as, you know, people say, oh, he works at Macca's, it actually is a good place to start. At least, you know, as soon as I turned 14, I got a job, and which is in Australia, that's the legal age. So as soon as I turned 14, I applied. 2 weeks later, I got an interview. A month later, I got a job. So you could say 14 and a month. But yeah, it was great. So I think it's a great thing to do. So after all that, thank you for the time today that we've shared. A big topic of mine is the heat here in Australia. We've got temperatures reaching up to 40 degrees Celsius, which is hot. You know, jet fuel may not have burnt steel beams or melted them, however the fuck the saying is. But I tell you what, Australia did, you know, because it's a fucking hot country. You know, yeah, don't come to Australia. Thanks again, guys, and I appreciate it. Feel free to leave a like or a comment or a subscribe or do all three. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. See you soon. Bye.
Hey, mama, how is it going? Can see you by